Here's Leveling. It'll run here for Chris Furyk. Furyk bends one and pushed away by Grabara. Karazor over the top. Furyk. A driven cross. And there Undav! Who was not
afraid to take on the defender. He uses his pace. Such a difficult ball to deal with.
Under Hernes. Here goes Undav again. Deniz Undav, Chris Furyk. And they're Leveling to tap it in for two. Simple as that. They double their lead.
In behind, he just holds up his pass perfectly. And Furyk there just waits.
In here by Hendricks, it's a long one. It comes here for Leveling. Oh my goodness! It's a cracker from Jamie Leveling. You do not save those.
That's an exceptional. We'll see now on this, but the connection is exceptional. Yeah, it's a deflection off a Wolfsburg player. With Barra there, unfortunately, it's just taken away from him.
Jamie Leveling, Stuttgart's rocket man. But Mark, if you're Daniel Bauer at half-time, how on earth... Oh, we'll just break off here because they're in suddenly. It's Lovro Mayer with their one and only first-half chance, and one he has fluffed. Hendricks. He's lost the ball here to Eriksson. Now options for Wolfsburg to push on here with Shiogai. Shiogai! And clawed away by Nubel. Header on here to Demirovic for Stuttgart. Demirovic. Great ball here for Chris Furyk. And there is Undav lurking. He's gone to ground.
Clearing danger at far post as a dangerous ball came whipped across.
Furyk, Nicholas Nate does well, really well. Nate on here for Demirovic. And beaten clear by Grabara.
I would back them to finish those top four places.
Karazor's pass. Now Thiago Tomasz. Thiago Tomasz on for Nate! The icing on the cake for Stuttgart. 4. And this,
the prettiest goal, but it's all about the movement, the intent, wanting to get on the end of it, get into the box, get it delivery into the danger zone. Fortunately enough.
Emphatic. Stuttgart with a 4-0 trouncing of a very poor Wolfsburg team. And Daniel Bauer's Wolfsburg here have been ripped to shreds.
At the top here, and they've got plenty forwards. Can they deliver the cross? They can. It was over the head of Masengo. Banks coming in, and he went for goal, and Schweber stood up well. All those red shirts by the penalty spot. What are they plotting here? Lots of air on it, and a free header which hits the crossbar. Finn Darman was beaten there to rattle the woodwork.
It's quite interesting that Köln place their players around the penalty spot. Usually the trend goes.
Now he's on notice, really, up against Acher. Hannesson trying to combine with Kaminski there. Cross is a good one, and the free header is beaten away by Darman. It was Lund coming in at that far post, and Finn Darman had to be agile and had to be alert.
Maybe that's what we spoke about. Kaminski is by himself, and with Johannesson in support, they can create something over the right-hand side. Great ball
from Lund.
Yeah.
But in the 11 games that Baum's been in charge for, they've only conceded 14 times. It's been a big improvement. In the sense the team's much more comfortable in its own skin right now. Here's Banks. Another rampaging run from him, and the delivery perfect, and the finish, impudence from their new rising star, Rodrigo Ribeiro, with a dash of magic after a wonderful run by Noah Kai Banks. It's a goal out of the top draw.
But in their build-up, it's all down to putting pressure on the ball. Marius Bulder couldn't get close to it, but here, that's where you got to get close to it. That's too easy. That's not good defending. Lund is waiting for it as well. He'll be able with a great...
Wasn't necessarily happening in that first half. And two players still down. Towards Van Schmidt with the header. Goalkeeper was flat-footed there. If that had been inside the far post, I think that's 1-1. Kaminski completes the clearance. Masengo to keep the pressure on. Again, Ache is there. It's Alexis Claude Maurice. And he goes for goal, and he nearly caught Schweber out. That kicked up off the turf.
Nice situation. Everyone expected that chip towards the far post. It got deflected by Ache a little bit.
Brotherly scraps must have been really quite epic. It's going to be Kaminski to take. Headed up, but not really away. And then tipped over the top by Darman. Don't think he was ever really worried, but they need a moment of magic from him to FC Köln. Yang managed to get the ball in, and the free header is off the line, is it? Yes, just about by Schlotterbeck. Headed away by Gregoritsch. There's no goalkeeper. Claude Maurice on the charge. Still going, still no goalkeeper. Alexis Claude Maurice has done it. Points wrapped up. Game wrapped up. Their 500th Bundesliga. He's a magical player. And he's on a fantastic run right now. 4 goals and 3 assists in the last 8 games, and Augsburg have won it.
Garcia in the starting lineup. Alicia Garcia has been rested with all those games coming up. This is Patrick Schick holding it up for Jonas Hofmann to strike from distance. Will go down as Leverkusen's first attempt at goal. Brilliance of Jonas Hofmann.
When you play against an Urs Fischer side, you know the central position, they're always closed. They want to hit on the counter-attack exactly
as they are doing now with Geraldo Becker, who's found the space for the shots. But it'll take more than that to trouble Janis Blaswich. Bundesliga outings came in the previous home game against St. Pauli. And at this stage of the match, Leverkusen with 2 up. But they're defending here, and the first chance for Paul Nebel. And on the follow-up, Philip Tietz sees his attempt blocked. Come down the right. 40% of the goals that Leverkusen have conceded have come from their left flank. This is Poku moving forward, though, for the Werk self. Grimaldo in support. And the cross in for Schick. Header gets on target. And now Quansah arriving from deep and taking the shot on as well. The appeals are for handball. Play continues for now. Arthur can't find a way past Lee and Mwena. Still they appeal, the Leverkusen players, and Tobias Stieler. Well, at the moment, it's the penalty under review, and then as well, as mentioned, that potential offsides for Grimaldo in the build-up. But let's have a listen.
Wir haben einen möglichen Strafstoß für Leverkusen überprüft. Die Bilder zeigen ein klares Handspiel. Gleichwohl, in der Angriffsphase zuvor lag eine Abseitsstellung von Nummer 20 Leverkusen vor. Finale Entscheidung, Abseits.
And indeed, Tobias Stieler just confirming that there was a clear handball. It would have been a penalty, but in the build-up, Grimaldo offside. This is Ibrahim Marza. Oh, slipping it through for Martin Terrier, who will get there as well. Terrier with a cutback! And Schick with Bayer Leverkusen's best opportunity of the afternoon. And once again, Tobias Stieler is less than impressed as Daniel Batz looks to launch the attack straight away with Paul Nebel. There's Becker in the middle if he can find him. He can! And it's an absolutely stunning opening goal for Mainz! The quick-fire counter-attack finished in some style.
Into the stride of Paul Nebel. He only had one chance. He had to take it first touch, and what a finish, what delivery, what a finish inside a boot. Great goal.
So Paul Nebel with the corner for Mainz. They're lining up in the middle. It's Grimaldo with the header clear. Back in by Sana, one for Tietz. Oh, on the turn and the volley. Kofana now to chase. He's in behind core. It's Kofana in for the middle! And finally they find that breakthrough! Bayer Leverkusen
To Kofana, and that's the surprising part. Leave your position, be up there. And Kwanzaa's a great finish. Slotted home. That's the first time I see real energy in this team.
And when it matters most, although the assist for Geraldo Becker's goal may swing the argument. It's on by Kwanzaa in towards Schick, and Terrier can't pick up the loose ball. This is Marza striding forward. It's Ibrahim Marza still going. It's Marza, and it's blocked by Leonard Maloney. And there is now the final whistle. It is a shared point that neither side will feel is enough. Leverkusen failed to win for the second game running for Mainz.
Difficult for Werder to play through them. Stark with the switch, looking for Diamant. Schmid's delivery, Romano Schmid, and the header from Stay is well dealt with by Fella. Saudi football, but it's opened up here. Options left and right, and he went for the pass. It might still work out. And Demo. And they are going to have to take a look at this. Demo was trying to find Milosevic. Fella couldn't get to the ball.
Das Tor für Bremen wurde überprüft. Nach Ansicht der Bilder steht Nummer 19 im Abseits. Entscheidung kein Tor, indirekter Freistoß.
Yeah, the goal's not going to stand. An indirect free kick. It's one for Mano Schmid to chase. Traore in his way. Schmid allowed to carry on. Can he find a teammate? He can! Oh, how's he missed? Oh my goodness. And then he does seemingly everything right. And then Milosevic has somehow missed it. Conte did well. Dorsch. Behrens. That's delicate, and the header is wide. Oh, is that going to run for Romano Schmid? He's through. He'll get there ahead of the goalkeeper and hits the post. Can he finish? Extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary. Into the side netting. This, for a player of his quality, is mind-boggling. And then there was still no goalkeeper in the net. Schmid needs a good delivery. It got a good delivery! Schmid's delivery. Top class. And the header. Looking sharp. Gruel. Waiting for support to arrive. Huertas. Sugawara. Goalkeeper got a touch to it. That could have gone anywhere. Away by Diamant. Schmid. Schmid's effort spilled by Vela. Bittencourt. Chance to finish it. Good save. Oh, it's an own goal. Played to Jinma, saved by the goal. And it is all over. And it is their first win since November. The 13-match winless run is ended.
And Pereira Lage coming into the side for Ando and Kaas. Slight tweak of the system. Oh, good stuff here from Fisnik Asllani. The ever-industrious Sofal. Both players able to continue. Oh, and a brilliant shot! Well, why not? Daniel Sinani, who looks to be spearheading this attack. One of the best in the Bundesliga in his position for these types of deliveries. We already saw him. Great danger earlier on. Bremen, lovely ball into the path of Kramaric. Will Vasil come? Vasil stumbles! Oh, and he's somehow poured it away. Grisha Prömel! Another save by Vasil. Well, he looked ever so shaky for the first one. Sofal now to take the long throw. This game has ignited into life. Vasil comes and hesitates again. Just playing on his mind perhaps here. Avdullahu back to Sofal. So far, diving header from Bremen. Kramaric has it at the back post. Beautifully chipped. Well, he scored a wonderfully chipped goal last match, so that was disallowed. Hoffenheim always dangerous from set pieces and from the second ball. Sofal swings it in, back post. Lovely stuff from Kabak, who rose highest, and Vasil can get onto it. Oh, good pressure here from Grisha Prömel. Big save again, Vasil keeping his side in this. Fujita. Saliakis. That's a good cross, arriving late. Oh! The lead in the dying seconds of the first half, taken by St. Pauli. And the cross was delightful from Saliakis. Not much Baumann could do there, and despite his strong right foot, this is where he's carved out a spot for himself in the starting 11. Ball makes its way to Sinani. Good save by Baumann. Good cross from Sofal. This is dangerous! Big save from Vasil. Well, he's had precious little to do in this second 45, but he was awake and alive. Only player to get on the score sheet is on the bench, Matthias Pereira-Lage. Will Hoffenheim upset the apple cart here? Corner from Sofal! And Fiznik Alani has the chance. Trying to get underneath it. And up and away by the captain, Jackson Irvine. It's all over here. Look at what it means for Alexander Blessin. He's masterminded 3 points.
Well, Kastrop having to be stopped at the last second. And it's the reintroduction of Rocco Reitz, the captain. He's got a brilliant eye for a pass. Six from a corner so far this season. And it's Tabakovic who's been scoring them. Moya. Last surge for Gladbach before the break. Sander fancies it. Oh, the block is there and then headed over by Kevin Dix. Is that of Gladbach's season? Even when they play well and do something right, it just doesn't go for them. Referee allows play to continue. Rocco Reitz. Oh, it's come beautifully, absolutely brilliantly.
Nach Prüfung der Bilder lag eine Abseitsposition
It's offsides. Kastrop, Dix, Soki, Rono, Sander and Scally, the names for you to choose from. Now, that's it. No, it looked as if it was going to be, and then it's ballooned over by Engelhardt. It very nearly was enough to take it past Renault. Got a hand on that. That's a big save from Frederic Renault. Late counter-attack strikes. Tabakovic. Referee's awarded a free kick right on the edge of the box. It's Bolin on the floor this time. Play the ball right on the edge of the box. Bolin's got his foot to the ball first. It's definitely going to be... Oh, wait a second.
Die Freistoßentscheidung wurde überprüft. Nach Prüfung war das Vergehen innerhalb.
It's a penalty.
Elfmeter.
It was inside the box. He's got another chance now. Kevin Dix for Gladbach. 1-0. The home side in front with nothing left on the clock. From Tabakovic, who's normally responsible for getting the goals, but when called upon today, it was one of the most frustrating
90 minutes. They should have had at least 3 goals, according to the XG, but they didn't, and they left it.
And then Fabio Silva's mistake, Gnabry to profit from it. Gnabry for Michael Olise, Bayern's assist king this season. It's Olise still, Olise's shot! And they're the first save of note of the game for Gregor Kobel in goal for the home club. Left here for Daniel Svensson to take it. Oh, and in! Nico Schlotterbeck!
Can be the main man. Oh, is it maybe offside? That's a really tight decision, I think.
Stanisic and Kimmich again, in here for Gnabry. Harry Kane!
Enjoy the replay. Passing football, world standard. Stanisic, okay, difficult to clear the situation, but then the chip ball from Kimmich, outstanding.
Adeyemi's turn now, he will accelerate with pace to burn. Adeyemi in here, and the shot's on! Oh, and the shot is close. Jan Koto with it. Now arch creator Olise for Stanisic, who does well, goes down! It's a penalty. It's a penalty for Bayern. It's a spot kick.
Perfect touch. There's the contact from Schlotterbeck.
Harry Kane, oh, scores! Yeah, big hand on it. Bellingham to play of 98 more minutes of the Klassiker. Jan Koto. Zabitzer in, there's Girassi. Oh! Daniel Svensson! At this from Daniel Svensson to make it 2-2.
What a comeback from Borussia Dortmund. They still believe they're going forward, and what a volley. Sabitzer's cross, and Girassi didn't touch the ball, but Svensson scoring the goal. He deserved it. He's playing really well today against Olise and scoring a goal.
Well, the left back scores a goal. Any striker would be more than happy. And still Diaz. On to Olise. Olise got the cross in. And Kimmich!
And he's scoring the goal. Here you can see the replay. Respect.
Kimmich with the volley, and the lead belongs to Bayern. Now in the game's 88th minute.
Oh, and there's Bellingham. He put the ball to the spot. Perfect position for Kimmich to finish.
In front of Nagelsmann, the national captain scores in Germany's biggest club game to make it 3-2 for Bayern. And the full-time whistle to call time on another momentous Klassiker as Harry Kane again takes centre stage, another brace in his best ever season.
As a coach, normally you like to start with the former players against their former team.
Kalimoendo. Götze made a good run, but he's gone for Brown. Brown's shot! Brilliant! Brilliant goalkeeping.
No offside.
What they can and wait for a moment, and that seems to be exactly what's happening. Götze, lovely turn from him. Kalimoendo! Big save again from Noah Atabolo. He read it well.
Yes.
Which is another thing that he's very good at now. Götze. Checks out where everybody is. Matanovic off the post. Oh, that's the closest they've come. Their first effort on goal. That's a great ball. Suzuki trying to get inside Collins, which is what he's done, but he's not taking the ball with him. There's a big save, this time from Michael Zetterer. Wants the ball played to him and he gets it. Oh, that's how you come on and make an impact. First save it.
To stop him, and they look a little bit too open, and Eggestein is too late.
Some nice quick passes there. That's really lovely. Oh, what a goal! What an incredibly well-taken goal! So suave! Such style!
The ball over Atobolu. Let's have a look. Is there contact from Troy? No, it's no contact. It is only style to score like this.
Absolutely audacious! What a finish! That's got the crowds. 86th minute. Yellow cards for Collins, his fourth of the campaign. And now Matanovic, now Suzuki, and again Zetterer. Shahant, beg your pardon. Zetterer's save. Go on. And this is where, of course, Freiburg have to watch out, because as they come forward, they could get caught. Now, Karamoende, big save again from Atobolu. And replaced Mario Götze. A big win for Eintracht Frankfurt as the battle for 7th place is decided at the moment for the Eagles.
Heuer Fernandez really as an outfield player in their build-up.
Vuskovic, lovely ball. Downs has taken it down. Snapshot is turned away. And the flag has stayed down. That's a really good spot from the young defender. Downs makes his way forward. Soto on the overlap is Mikaponsis. Needs a good cutback. Oh, he's got it. And there's the first goal from Fabio Vieira.
I think it was even Vieira who picked it up initially. And then they're so quick to break down the right-hand side. And Vieira then... Wow.
Castello Jr. mix it up a little bit. There's Baku. Has pulled away. There's the line. Oh, there's the back heel, which is a moment of magic from Romulo. And from out of nothing.
Well, that ball by Lukeba is just magic. And so is the finish by Romelu. In a striker's fashion, back turn to goal, but he still knows where it is. He still expects the movement. But this ball, I mean, against such a high line, that ball needs to be right on the penny.
From Leipzig's central defender, but Hamburg have snaffled it away. Downs goes down one direction. Ottila down the middle. They found Damien Downs here. And he's aimed for the corner. And Van der Voort helps it away. Here he goes again. Really good change of direction. And he's in full flight now. And whips it into the near post. That's a great save from Heuer Fernandez. Gruder can't do anything with it. Here's Diomande again. Trying to slide it through.
That burst of Diomande. Priceless.
As his side give the ball away, Zaivarts. Lovely little ball, Diomande's in. Real pressure on him, he's still got there and finds the corner. Really good individual goal.
Actually, it was Vieira's setback to Rembeck that gets intercepted, and then 2 quick touches to put Diomande.
Round again. Where's it going to fall? Well, they're claiming it flicked off on the way through. And the referee is saying it did flick an arm. Now, was that just outside the area?
And I think that's right. It's the right call.
Against Daniel Heuer Fernandez. It is Romulo saved by Hamburg's goalkeeper. That back right foot is on his line. Still we play on. And there is full time. Ole Werner can celebrate. Hamburg's unbeaten home run is over, and their excellent start to the second half of the Bundesliga season punctured